Hello everyone and welcome to my Bachelor Nation 24 channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. I believe the Golden Bachelorettes Joan Vassos and Chapple missing each other's big moments and huge honors isn't an issue. They're supportive, even from afar. The Golden Bachelorettes winning couple Joan Vassos and Chapple have missed some of each other's big moments and huge honors in the last few months, but I don't think that's an issue when the golden pair are so openly supportive of each other. Joan, who first appeared on the Golden Bachelor season 1 to win Jerry Turner's heart, has been open about what's been meaningful to her in her long-distance relationship with Chock. After the Golden Bachelorette season 1, Joan knew that things wouldn't necessarily be easy for her and Chock as they found their footing as a couple. Throughout the season, Bachelor Nation developed their own opinions on Chock, and while they weren't all positive, it did make it interesting to see Joan find her deepest connection with him. Even though they weren't beloved by all of Bachelor Nation, Joan fell for Chock and vice versa. By the end of the season, Chock knew he was ready to commit to Joan and proposed to her, cementing their relationship throughout the rocky airing of their season. By the time the couple was finally allowed to be public, Joan and Chock were well-versed in supporting each other in tough moments. Although Joan and Chock have been spending a lot of their time together, the pair have had to suffer the difficulties of a long-distance relationship in moments, which pushed them to learn how best to be together when they're apart. During the airing of the Golden Bachelorette Season 1, it appears that Joan and Chock hunkered down together and did their best to avoid reading the difficult takes about their relationship online. While they haven't shared whether they were at her home in Maryland, Chock's home in Kansas, or an undisclosed third location, the pair stuck together during the season. After the Golden Bachelorette came to an end, Joan and Chock took the time to chat about their plans moving forward with the press. While their relationship wasn't easy to navigate, Joan and Chock appeared to take a lot of time to discuss what they wanted to do to prevent issues with long distance from creeping into their daily lives. After spending so much time together, it was clear the couple planned to spend time in both their hometowns as they searched for a place to live together in NYC. Establishing a plan was important for the couple early on. Although Joan and Chock have been doing their best to be together as much as possible, they've also learned that some moments are more important than others when it comes to being in the same place. While the couple wants to be together as much as possible, they have outside responsibilities and reside in different states. When it matters most, though, Chock and Joan have shown up for each other. Joan showing up for Chock's mother's funeral while they were on the Golden Bachelorette was just the beginning, as Chock was there for Joan in a tough personal moment recently. While Joan has been able to be more discreet with her grief, she's been open about the fact that she lost her husband Joan Vassos to pancreatic cancer in 2021. Joan's pain over losing John was something she consistently grappled with throughout her time as the Golden Bachelorette, and even after her engagement to Chock. On the anniversary of her husband's passing, Chock met Joan in New York City, where they'd be spending some time together, and spent the day with her, supporting her as her fiancé and as someone who understands her loss. Chock's support surely meant the world. Although there have been more moments where they've been together than apart, Joan and Chock have been open that they understand they'll likely have to miss some of each other's big moments due to their long-distance relationship. While some minor moments, like Chock realizing his photo was hung on the wall of his favorite local Chinese restaurant, and other major moments, like Joan getting honored at a prestigious event, are important, support doesn't necessarily mean needing to be there in person. Joan and Chock have learned how to support each other from a distance, sharing their highs on social media. Although Joan and Chock have been working hard to ensure that their relationship is stable enough to continue, the couple appears to be doing a great job supporting each other through the good moments and the bad. While I've had my reservations about Joan and Chock's connection in the past, I think their unabashed support of each other, whether they're able to be together in person or have to settle for cheering from afar, is a sweet part of their relationship. The former Golden Bachelorette couple has been able to bring their relationship From the moment Joan Vassos and Chock Chapple graced our screens on Asterisk, the Golden Bachelorette Asterisk, they captured hearts with their undeniable chemistry, heartfelt conversations, and the kind of mature, deep connection that Bachelor Nation craves. But in the whirlwind of post-show life, many fans have noticed that Joan and Chock haven't always been physically present for each other's biggest moments and most prestigious honors. Some critics whisper doubts. Could this be a red flag? Is their bond not as strong as it seemed? To that, I say, absolutely not. Joan and Chock's love isn't built on the idea of being glued together at all times. It's built on mutual respect, unwavering support, and an understanding that sometimes love means cheering from the sidelines rather than standing in the spotlight together. ### love in the real world doesn't mean constant proximity. Sure, in Asterisk, the Golden Bachelorette Asterisk mansion, Joan and Chock had the luxury of being immersed in each other's company, with nothing but romance and adventure on the agenda. But real love isn't about spending every waking moment together. It's about trusting that your partner is in your corner, even when they're miles away. Joan has had several major events in her life recently. Everything from philanthropic awards to appearances celebrating her historic run as Asterisk, the Golden Bachelorette Asterisk, and Chock. He's been achieving milestones of his own, being honored for his contributions to business and his community. Some fans have raised eyebrows, questioning why they weren't visibly present for each other's achievements. But here's the truth. Mature relationships don't thrive on performative togetherness. They thrive on support, whether it comes in the form of standing beside each other or sending a heartfelt message from afar. Joan and Chock don't need to prove their love with public appearances. They prove it with actions, words, and the kind of emotional foundation that can withstand temporary distance. ### the power of encouragement, even from afar. Joan and Chock's relationship is one that embodies encouragement. They don't need to be physically present to celebrate each other's successes. In today's digital age, love and support can be shown in a million ways. An Instagram post filled with pride, a thoughtful phone call after an event, or even simply knowing that your partner is thinking of you while they handle their own responsibilities. Joan, who has taken on an active role as a mentor for women over 60 looking for love, has been an advocate for personal independence within relationships. She's spoken about how important it is for mature couples to continue growing individually while growing together. Meanwhile, Chock has remained steadfast in his own endeavors, proving that a relationship doesn't mean losing one's own identity. Some might say that attending each other's big milestones is a non-negotiable in a relationship. But the reality is that successful couples know how to balance personal and shared goals. Chock and Joan are doing just that, leading rich, full lives while still making their love a priority. ### prioritizing what truly matters. If there's one thing Joan and Chock have demonstrated, it's that their relationship isn't about grand gestures or media-fueled appearances. It's about substance. While others might scrutinize their physical absence at events, the real testament to their love lies in how they show up for each other emotionally. For instance, even when Chock couldn't attend a major event for Joan, he made sure she knew just how proud he was of her. Likewise, when Chock was honored for his achievements, Joan didn't need to be there in person to make it clear that she was celebrating him in spirit. The best relationships are the ones where both people feel free to chase their dreams, knowing that their partner will be their loudest cheerleader, whether from the front row or from across the country. ###, a relationship that reflects reality. Let's be honest. Many of us have been conditioned by reality TV and social media to believe that the strongest relationships are the ones where couples do absolutely everything together. But in the real world, that's not always practical, nor is it always healthy. Joan and Chock are proving that being supportive doesn't always mean physically showing up. It means emotionally showing up. It means trusting each other enough to not feel threatened by a bit of distance. It means knowing that love isn't measured in Instagram photos or red carpet appearances, but in the quiet moments, the late-night phone calls, and the unwavering encouragement. ###, the future of Joan and Chock. If anything, the way Joan and Chock handle their individual successes speaks volumes about the strength of their relationship. They're not just two people infatuated with each other. They're two mature individuals who respect and uplift each other.